Hello and welcome to an expedition of sorts. After being on the run from the Joker himself, I've been forced to explore new places and see new things. Today, I will share with you just a fragment of the many oddities that I've witnessed firsthand on the infamous application of Discord. If I am detained by Discord police after the release of this video, understand that if I suicide myself, I didn't. To be a Discord admin is to rise above the rest, to rise up out of the common folk who lack nitro and have jobs. The mental stresses of such a position rivals that of the most demanding careers. I like to refer to it as the Discord admin's burden, as it is their duty to bring order where there is none, keeping us rambunctious users in line. In particular, I've found that servers based around the Sonic franchise strictly fall into one of two categories. The first being the Big Brother police state mentioned previously, one in which microaggressors must face the wall. Or a different madness entirely, where all bets are off and no kink is shamed.
That man should be arrested immediately.
With that out of the way, I'd like to spotlight a rather fascinating character who is infamous even in these communities. Let me introduce you to Arson. Age approximately 20 and location Washington State. Arson's behavior online can be described in several ways. A few buzzwords that come to mind are foolish, tone deaf, and professional victim, saying things like, "My gender dysphoria usually involves feeling isolated and alone from the rest of the human race, forever trapped in a terrible existence between two genders, crippled by the constant fear that no matter what I identify as, people will always hate me and I'll just more than likely die alone with no one to truly call a friend." But again, that's just me. Arson will often have these moments of feeling sorry for himself after saying something completely ludicrous, a defensive mechanism of sorts, so as to soften the blow of violent reactions he understandably receives. For example, when he asks such a controversial yet bold question: if Willy Wonka's colored slaves were in charge of vacuuming, do you think they'd use an Oompa Loompa Roomba? Or when he posed such a dividing belief that child porn was on par with that of scat on the basis that scat leads to infection. Yeah, let's forget about all that stuff that makes cheese pizza the worst stuff on the web, because there's nothing that can hold a candle to an itchy crotch. This is but a fragment of the incredible takes Arson has blessed our eyes with. From his nihilistic worldview to his inability to keep politics out of the situation, why wouldn't you want this guy at your party? Especially when he begins to educate you on taxonomy, when he claims that all birds apparently belong to the same species as all humans of different races belong to the same species, claiming that if you don't subscribe to this ridiculous claim, that it's not cannibalism if a white person eats a black person. What? Yes, it is. Arson, it is, because it's the same species. While it's very clear to see that there are different bird species, that not all birds belong to the same species, Arson. Humans and pigs are two completely different species, but a bird eating another bird's eggs is still cannibalism.
I don't know, like, I paused this ad, and the word that's on the screen is tism.
On the basis of eggs? Yeah, if a bird eats a spider eggs, is it cannibalism? What? I don't understand. Maybe Arson's has some profound amount of experience in the field of biology that I was just not aware about. Perhaps I should take a step back and actually read the books. Maybe he's done his own private study of sorts. Thus, with these foolhardy claims comes consequences, and we see our friend Mr. Arson often outcast from these servers he tries to find a home in. Perhaps if he stopped feeling bad for himself and grew a pair, maybe took a shower, then he'd be an outstanding human. If anything, this video is a PSA of sorts to get people in such a position in better shape. I hope you found this video resourceful, insightful, and engaging. Stay safe out there. I have too many bad memories associated with heat and sunshine. Yeah, maybe that's saying something. That and the drugs talking.